There's nothing I like less than abandoning a snap. And snaps, what are they? Who are they? Well, this this is basically for me a costume studio for YouTube videos. That's my primary use. But as you can see here, I got this fancy ass stag head. What I would just call a deer. Now, I'm going to deliver today. I was married on this day years ago, but I'm annulling my marriage today. I talked to my ex for a small period of time, so I qualified. I qualified for this annulment, but I have to make it through the day, annulling it as I go, which is kind of what you do when your marriage is over and you're had all the other years I had up until this point. Hey, what does that? What does that lead to? Well, funny you should ask, because you didn't. That's okay. I'm gonna tell you. First, I want to hold on. It's gonna be fucked up though, because I need you to know about the knot deer. I don't know if you've heard of this or not. There's a creature called the knot deer, and it's basically a monster. It don't do shit deer do, but it looked like a deer. You ever seen a man impaled on a deer just hanging there? 200 guys in Russia did. I listened to the whole thing of their story. They had a case of the knot deer. People thought maybe the witches were controlling them. These were demonic. You ever seen something that was controlled by a demon? Skinwalker? What they call fell creatures in like Lord of the Rings? Shit like that's evil. It's a machination. It's when something evil takes what is naturally there and it does what it wants. So you get like a deer that murders people and can't get it off of its horn. Like that's what the guy encountered. It was horrific. The hunter that escaped, told the two tracker guys, these are Russian guys, relatively in the modern time. They leave Russia. One of them, his buddy, it was an interesting dynamic, but the one buddy actually crashes on their days off. He gets a car and it drives 120 miles an hour, dead, leaves the world. People at the bar tell him, "Oh, sorry about your partner." "What do you mean? What happened?" He didn't know. He goes to his house, he finds a note. It was fucked up. That guy that survived goes to Europe. I don't fucking know where he lives. Look, I'm an American. I don't know. I romanticize this shit. So what? I like Russians. I deal with it. I'm not voting for Putin. I'm not sucking Trump's ass. Tired of the Democrats. But I'm also doing new things. I don't like politics. What I do like, I like ladies. You see my ears wiggle when I said that? So what happened today was it became appropriate. Now I checked first because I like to have a team. You know what I mean? I like people on my team. Who's your family? Are they not? If you don't have a team, do you have a family? Is your family your team? Mine's got to be. So I called my sister-in-law because I know she's cute. Look, she's sweet on me. She has been for a long time. It would behoove me if I'm gonna be an honest deer. If I'm gonna be deer, they have hooves, right? Yeah, they're hooves. They do. It matters. I was basically letting her know, due to the probability vector, she doesn't have a job, she's been fired. I heard her say that there was nothing else she could do. I could tell her one thing she had to do. Unfortunately, it was get the fuck out of that house so we could sell it. Now, my brother's sympathy and my sympathy are different. I was very careful but I put it down there. I let her know that it's time for a new Mrs. Watson. Do I expect her to take up on that? No. That's not what I'm expecting at all. What I'm trying to do is to become a family member to this girl who may not have what it takes. My brother's done with her. He broke her heart. I was shocked. I was surprised. Very surprised. So, but then again, I've not been there. I don't know, and I have to speculate. And I don't actually think there's any reason for them not to lie to me about stuff. So I'm at the final option because it needs to fucking happen. Now, would it be worth it to bribe her with venison and such? Absolutely. It's overdue. It's overdue. This is an auto correction. My brother went off on me early on. This was a couple years ago. I didn't know none of this. I had no idea. This motherfucker unloaded on my ass. Now I'm the older brother, so I'm not, I didn't take it as well as I might have. But I've retained my brother. Didn't fuck him up or nothing like that. But if I don't do anything, which is not an option, he's gonna try to wait me out to die. My dreams suggest this. This really freaks me out. When I test what I can do about it in the real world, I talk to him. I see that there is something like that that's real. It's like I'm not gonna kill you, but you're just gonna be doing something you think is heroic and die. Like he's plugged into that. He's figured out how to plug himself into that. That's fucked up. I didn't even know something like that was possible. But I digress. I'm the wizard here. Okay? I got that shit under wraps. I'm the weirdo genius. Older than him brother with these gifts. So it took me a minute, but I think I got it. Yeah, I left her a message. I left a good one. I told her what was up. I was talking to her as this deer. She just didn't know. She will know. She gonna like it. It's gonna help. Will she ride me on my back while I like gallop and shit? If that's what we gotta do, yeah. That's what we gotta do. I also had a phone call from I was filling out applications and looking for jobs. One of them allows me to test research chemicals for $4,000. I talked to the lady on the phone. I did have to tell her that I was a little bit of a fat boy. She said, "No, you're okay. You're in the range. Little fat little fuck." I was like, "What about my marijuana use? Is that me being on medicine?" She's like, "Hold on. Let me check." I was like, "Look, I need you to know because I got to make that money. I could pay our rent." I started whoring for a pharmaceutical. Proper whoring today. I did ask not to give me the corona vaccine, that I don't want that medicine. Please and thank you. "Oh, no, 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 we're not doing that." I was like, "Okay, I'm also interested in science. I want there to be good medicine. I'm willing to enslave myself for a period of time to get out of it. Because that's how far behind I've been. These are my life choices." I got the phone call right at the moment. I could answer it. She hung up on me though. I don't know what to save it as, or if it's even necessary. She was filling in, so I don't know. I'm happy to have my friend Ronnie on here. I've got his phone number too, but I've been talking to him over Snapchat, as you do, with text and such. Periodic emojis and the other. I think we're using hyperspace language to get back in the groove, because Ronnie's part of the future. He's smart too. He's a different sort of smart that we need to pair up. That's just the way it is. And I'm having experiences of pre triggers, like when you have set the circumstances that you arrive in perfectly to see it, notice it, and then to respond. Oh yeah, perfect. It's happening. Things are happening like that now. you have to have some sort of belief of other than this life going on. So if you don't understand that, that's okay. I don't blame you. It's weird. But it's also not gonna fuck you up to consider you may be also outside this box. And if you are, I'd like to be your friend. Genuinely. I don't know what that looks like. We could be weird fucking floating smoke things or something horrible with tentacles. I don't know. I just don't care. That's what I'm saying. It's more important to know that there's life and to be a part of it than to, yeah, real advanced, right? I accidentally found this deer and I love it. This app, it's the best costume department I've ever had.